Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to play a game called Ripout. I'm going to be playing the game for an hour or more, and while I'm playing the game I am going to give you my running commentary, and I'm going to tell you what I think is good and bad about the game as I play through the game. And then at the end of the video, I will give you my quick, concise, final opinion. So if you are not in the mood to watch the full 1 hour or more video, then you can simply skip to the end. I will put a timestamp in the description below, and you can just skip to that if you just want to hear my quick, concise, final opinion on the game. But otherwise, I'm just going to be playing through the game and giving you my running commentary as I play through the game and tell you what I think is good and bad about the game. And hopefully today, by the end of the video, I will be able to tell you whether or not, in my opinion, this game is worth $25, since that's what it costs. So the game was in early access for almost a year, like basically 10 months it was in early access, which is a pretty short early access usually, but I mean, they actually charged $25 while the game was still in early access, and then usually when a game comes out of early access they increase the price, but they didn't even increase the price on this game. So anyway, I guess people who bought the game during early access maybe feel a little bit screwed, because usually in early access you get the game at a reduced price, but that's not what happened here. The devs are still charging the same price as they did when the game was in early access. So when we look at the display options, for some reason the game doesn't allow you to change the resolution at all when playing on borderless full screen mode. I don't know if the game is running at 2K resolution right now or 4K resolution. My native desktop resolution is 4K resolution, so it's really weird that it would automatically default to 2K resolution, even though the game could just be lying to us. Like, it could totally just be lying to us right now, and it's actually running at 4K resolution. There's really no way to tell. I will just have to go into the game and see how the performance is. Right now in the menu, the game is just drawing 100 watts of power usage, which is very little, so it's not rendering hardly anything right now, which it shouldn't. You shouldn't be rendering anything while you are in the main menu, even though I have seen some games in the past where you're in the main menu, then the fucking game is pulling like 300 watts of power usage, which is absolutely insane. Anyway, that's the first issue. Can't change the resolution at all when on borderless full screen mode. You also can't see your resolution. Like, I don't trust this. I don't trust the fact that the game is showing 2K resolution right now. So yeah, those are two small issues. The game does allow you to do resolution scaling, even though that is not as good as allowing you to actually change the resolution. Otherwise than that, I don't really see any real issues here. The game does have Nvidia DLSS, but we're not going to turn that on, since that lowers the quality of the game. The game does have colorblind accessibility options, which is nice. And yeah, otherwise than that, I don't see any real issues. The game has deal bindings, which is nice. Deal bindings is also always a positive if a game allows you to do deal bindings. I don't see anything for quick save or quick load. So either the game doesn't have quick save, quick load, or it just doesn't allow you to change it. We will have to see when we are in the game actually. So yeah, no real issues here apart from the resolution and display options not being what it needs to be. Then the other issue is the fact that when you start up the game, they force you to select a difficulty option and you choose between easy, normal and hard. Now, they don't give you any information whatsoever when selecting between easy, medium, easy, normal or hard. So there's no options, no clarification, no information at all. Literally, you can just click on any of them. There's no changes whatsoever. So yeah, it's really shitty that they give you a choice but they don't tell you what that choice will do. Will you deal less damage or more damage? Will the enemies have less health or more health? Will the enemies deal more damage or less damage? Will there be more enemies or less enemies? Will the enemies be smarter or dumber? Will there be more loot or less loot? Will you get more experience or less experience? Nothing is explained at all. And considering that this choice, easy, normal or hard, is going to determine your entire game, like literally the entire next 5 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours of your life, this is a really important choice and they don't give you any information with regards to the choice. So that is super fantastic. The game does have multiplayer co-op apparently, but I don't care about that. We're just gonna play the game solo.
In 2050, humans reach beyond the solar system, competing for territory, resources, and exclusive discoveries. Within a decade, we run into alien opposition, a race called the Spiral. The merciless corporate national wars are replaced by ruthless wars between species. Earth governments unite against a common enemy for as long as it benefits the economy. CEA, Corporate Earth Alliance, and EIF, Earth Interplanetary Forces, are formed. Close to defeat, human scientists develop the cell, a microorganism that can regenerate tissue and meld it with cybernetic parts, keeping soldiers in battle longer. The cell 1.0 mutates uncontrollably. Mutations spreading throughout Earth and space wage war with humanity and aliens alike. By 2080, humanity loses the war and begins evacuating millions with starbound ships headed for an undisclosed sanctuary. You awake in 2084 as one of the last surviving sentient weapon soldiers. Without orders or information, you must investigate what has happened and try to survive.
I'm not a fan of the 2.5D cinematics, which is essentially still images. It's a lazy way to do cinematics. I would rather prefer in-game cinematics than 2.5D cinematics.
Move your tail, soldier. The ship's been infected. Stay sharp. The cell infection is spreading rapidly.
Mouse sensitivity is a little bit high. Normally the mouse sensitivity is too low, but in this case it's definitely too high.
Hurry up and move. I need you here double time.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. Oh, when I press F, it makes a sound for some reason. What is F? I thought it would be flashlight. T is flashlight. F is pet scan or recall pet. Okay, so I don't have a pet, but I do have a flashlight. T, okay. They should rightfully tell you what the flashlight button is right from the start. Oh, and I see the flashlight has a battery as well. But the battery does recharge, at least, I see. Okay, so they literally just give you a very quick WASD thing at the start. It's not even a tutorial, it's just a little pop-up that comes up. So you can't even call that a tutorial. Is there a melee hit? How do you melee hit? Quick melee, middle mouse button. Okay. Actually nice quality. You see the RGB. So that's actually really nice. A lot of games don't do that. You literally see the RGB. That's a nice little touch. We don't have a tutorial at all so far. And we don't have an explanation of the flashlight, sprinting, jumping, nothing like that so far. See that you have stamina at the bottom left. Okay, so there's literally just an empty room. No lootables, no interactables. The fire hurt us? No, the fire doesn't hurt us. Okay. Hold E to interact. I'm pressing E everywhere. Oh, you need to do it on the fucking door.
Open fire. That's good. Keep the pace. We've got to get off this ship and fast.
Okay, the game stuttered quite a bit when I shot it. Hopefully the game doesn't stutter every time that you shoot. Oh shit. Okay, so that's fucking stupid. The thing just moved and then died. One of those shitty little attempts to scare the player, I guess. Okay, completely useless. It's a nice little novelty, but it doesn't actually do anything. I don't like the fact that every time that you sprint, the mouse, the weapon is picked up. I don't like that. That is something that you used to see in very old games. like Quake and stuff like that.
Now we're talking. You two share an unbreakable bond, forged in relentless combat.
Okay, so for some reason the game just ramped to 100% GPU usage for no reason. When we picked up the gun, literally, it was normal, and then boom, 100% GPU usage. For about 30 or 40 seconds, the game just sat at 100% GPU usage. That is why I had to pause, because like I can see when my OBS is starting to lag, and with 100% GPU usage, the game can't process, well, my computer can't process the game and the OBS. So I have no idea what happened there. I literally just picked up the gun, 100% GPU usage for about 40 seconds, and then it stopped. And we are literally standing in the exact same place that we did. So clearly the game loaded something really brutal there. I don't know why it is, but the game shooting to 100% GPU usage for absolutely no reason is not something that should happen. I also see that the game has no sound when you alt tab, and there is no toggle to change that. There is no way to change that at all. So that's another bad thing. The fact that the game has no audio when you alt tab, and there's nothing you can do about it. So door? Oh, is it that door? Okay. What, should we jump through here? There's no tutorial to jump through here. Like, does this game just have no interactables whatsoever? Is this gonna be the fucking the game? Just no interactables. Yeah, so we're not gonna be able to get through there. Can't even see what is on the other side. It's literally just a green piece of material, so clearly the developers didn't even bother putting anything on the other side of the wall, the door.
Command your pet gun to crush that lock.
To do what?
Destroy the lock with the pet gun.
Okay, so we just had another 100% ramping for no reason. Let me show you guys again over here. You can see there again 100% GPU usage for about 15 seconds for no reason. We are literally standing on the same spot as we stood. So clearly the game, for some reason, just randomly ramps to 100% GPU usage. It has happened twice now. So I don't know. I don't even know what resolution the game is running at. Let's see if we knock it down. Usually if it runs at 4K resolution, then around 74, I think, percent is 2K resolution. So from 4K resolution, 75% should be 2K resolution. So let's try this. Let's see if the game still ramps up to 100% usage after doing this, because you can't play a game like that. Like 100% GPU usage, your game just stutters. I mean, you guys will be able to see it on the recording. The game just stutters like a mother. for no reason.
Recall your training. Destroy the lock with a pet gun.
What's this?
Destroy the lock with the pet gun. Initiate scan mode and follow up with an attack. Recall your training.
Okay, initiate scan mode. It's not telling me what scan mode is.
Pet gun.
I know that it is F from pressing F previously, but they don't even tell you what it is. So I'm gonna press F just because I know what it is.
Scan mode and follow up with an attack. Recall your training.
Fire to begin pet action. Okay. And then what's this? But no idea what this is. Okay, well, the game doesn't tell me what it is, so I guess it's not too important. Okay, 100% GPU usage again. And we're back down again. So even on the 75%, fuck.
Get out of this after all. Keep moving.
Even on the 75% reduction in processing power, well, 25% reduction in processing power, the game still ramps to 100% usage for seemingly no reason. Also, that thing would have killed me in 2 hits. How can they have something that fucking powerful this early in the game? Something that will literally kill you in 2 hits.
Don't hesitate. Command the pet to attack that terror, just like a lock. Command the pet to attack that terror, just like a lock. Command the pet to attack that terror, just like a lock. Command the pet to attack that terror, just like a lock. Crunchy.
Holy fuck, 300 damage. Okay. 300 damage is a crap load. So you can command the pet to attack and then you can still attack with your pistol. I don't know why I'm still looking for collectibles. Like the game has no collectibles, it seems like.
Grab an enhancement here. You need all the help you can get. Choose an enhancement and boost your skills.
Critical chance raises critical chance. By how much? Pet gun damage. Pet gun damage. Pet gun deals more damage. By how much? Pet cooldown. Reduces pet cooldown. By how much? Once again, the same fucking issue that we have in the difficulty with the developers not providing you with any information is now present here. And here it's actually going to affect your game, like your actual game, because does this give 1% critical strike chance or 3000% critical strike chance? Does this give 1% damage or 3000% damage? Like, you have no idea. This one could give 1% and this one could give 10%. Then the 10% is fucking obviously better than the 1%, but we have no idea of knowing what does what. So it's really fucking stupid. Enhancements last until the end of the mission. Oh, okay, so that's really fucking stupid. It's not even a permanent enhancement. Okay, that's a really strong bottle. Apparently they make the bottles out of titanium in the future. Or the developers are just too lazy to program breakables.
Turn off the electricity. Scary stuff. Those units look glitched out. Better sneak past them.
Why? Won't they give like experience or some shit or loot or something? Doesn't the game have like loot or something? I don't even know. Okay, so I'm pressing tab. Oh, it says there at the top 30% raises critical chance. Is that a 30% base chance? Because that would be quite fucking powerful. And then it shows task, force, backpack, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I can't even do anything. I'm pressing I, I'm pressing B, pressing O. So there's no way, from what I can see, to check out your currently equipped items or armor or anything like that. Okay, so I guess let's sneak past, because I don't know if the game even has experience or lootables or droppables or anything like that. Ah, we found our first lootable. So the game does have lootables, but only, like, that's the first lootable that we found.
Oh, I wish the light stayed off. Command your pet gun to grab the critter. That small, ugly mutant crawling on the floor. Disgusting. You control it now. The pet gun pacified it. Use the critter to shoot the mutant. Make it count. Hurry, grab another critter. Yes, Savage, they can use the critters too. Direct your pet to rip it out.
Why did it do so little damage there?
Man, I hear your shots through the door. Slay the mutant menace.
Fucking almost died there. So what, is this thing like temporary? Yeah, it looks like it might be temporary. Sucks that it doesn't recharge. Okay, now I need health.
Yep, that's yours truly, the state-of-the-art synthetic mind pal. But call me Cynthia. Grab me and let's bolt. I'll be in sleep mode until we reach a secure vessel. Clear out the monsters in the shuttle bay to unlock our ride.
Pet attacks more targets in succession. Pet recovers ammo after attacking enemies. Pet gun deals more damage. Let's go for this one. Once again, you don't get any information regarding how many times more it attacks, or how much more pet gun damage, or how much ammo is retrieved, or anything like that. Literally no information whatsoever. Okay, so that didn't do anything. I fucking need health. Why can't I attack at this range? Look at that damage, 300 damage. But earlier it did like fucking... I think it was like 20 damage or something like that. So the damage massively changes sometimes for some reason. I don't know why. Once again, there will probably be no lootables here. Seems the game is very, very low on lootables. Like seriously, this entire fucking hangar, and there's not a single lootable or anything like that. Like, that's quite lazy. How can you have a game with no lootables? Like, even if you think about the game like Doom. Doom has a shitload of collectibles and stuff just to keep you busy between the carnage and the killing. This game doesn't have anything. Also really stupid that your power-ups only last until the end of the mission. So that means you're gonna have to get new power-ups on each and every mission. So like, what's the progression then? Does the game have no progression, no character progression? Because your power-ups are constantly reset, so that means there's no character progression. How do you actually make your character more powerful then? Can we upgrade it or something? Okay, so there's mod slots. Okay, so you will be able to increase the damage of your guns, but not your character. I don't know. It seems... I don't see another... Ah, here we go. So what's this? Just literally like... yeah, I can't even do anything. Also, it shows left button, right button, which means that this is a console port, which I'm not a fan of. Another useless shower.
Welcome aboard. This is an abandoned ship, but diagnostics suggest it is in pretty good shape. Feel free to explore the surroundings, but you will need to embark on a mission soon. Survival's our main goal here, so locating the sanctuary tops the list. When you're good to go, our scans pick up a derelict ship nearby, which might be holding some answers. Captain Copeland, one of the rare folks privy to the sanctuary's whereabouts, apparently cashed in on that info with some mystery buyer. To track down this info, we gotta dig through her logs. Now, fair warning, odds are that ship's crawling with nasties. Not exactly a picnic, but hey, that's what you're trained for. Enter the shuttle and lift off.
Okay, so you can't see what this is, can't see what the shotgun will be, can't see the damage of the shotgun. Nothing like that. Okay, how do I actually go? I'm clicking, nothing is happening. Oh, over there, okay. So if the game has no character progression, that's really not good. That's not the kind of game that I enjoy. Like, killing stuff and all of that is fine and everything, but if you don't have some kind of a character progression system, then it's not a very good game in my opinion. Like, if you think about Doom, Doom has the health upgrades and the weapon upgrades and the shield upgrades, which at least is something, but this game seemingly doesn't have anything. What's that? Q. What's Q? Is it offensive or defensive? Like, can I even see? Nope. Okay, so the game doesn't allow you to even see what your power up, whatever that you have attached to your body does. So you get no information with regards to the damage, the abilities, the range, nothing like that. The ammo, nothing. Okay, so I don't know what the point of turning that off would be. And it looks like it turned off the power for the entire fucking area. What the hell? Steam, okay. At least we got a fucking tutorial for that. Enhancement station. Out of power. 333222. Holy shit. Where did you come from? Where the hell are all of these guys coming from? Okay, so he came from there. Oh, this is nothing. What's the point even of turning that off then? Pet deals more damage, sidearm damage increases while pet is released. Attached creatures can be used more times. Like how many more times? Like fucking 10% or 7 billion%? Let's just go with pet damage. I still don't understand why sometimes the pet does 300 damage and then other times the pet does like way less. Don't understand it. And it was even on the same fucking enemy. It wasn't like a different enemy. It was literally on the same enemy that we did like, I think it was like 20 damage or something like that, and then the other time it was 300 damage. Okay, that sound is definitely a copyrighted sound. I hope it doesn't get my video copyright flagged. Okay. Don't worry about telling me why I can't open the door. Won't be able to open that one either. This game has a shocking lack of health. Like, there's so few health pickups, it looks like. Is this another one we can disable? Oh. So why is there two places where you can disable the electricity? That's weird. I like the fact that the game highlights stuff when you get close to it. How many more of the fuckers are there? Also, these components should be auto pickup. You shouldn't need to actually press to pick them up. They should be auto pickup. Because when would you ever not want to pick up the components? I'm hearing something. Oh shit. If I retrieve this one... Oh, okay, so it replaces my current one. That's fucking idiotic. Once again, you don't get any breakdown of the abilities of the weapon that you have on your shoulder, essentially. Like, no information. Seriously, this entire area just for a single small health pickup. Also, can you go backward? Nope. So you can't go backwards, which means any loot that you previously found and left on the ground, you can't even go back to it. So much for efficiency, I guess. Game's not a big fan of efficiency. I'm not sure what's an enemy and what's a friendly dude. Okay, there's an enemy. Oh, and I see the enemies can also, what the fuck? Can also, like, absorb the things, which I'm definitely not a fan of, because once again, when you want to be efficient, the game doesn't really allow you. It punishes you for being efficient and working wisely with your weapons on your shoulders. So you're literally punished by leaving the guns on the ground, because the enemies can then pick up the guns instead of you. So I don't know, the game should not allow the enemies to also use the weapons, because it literally only serves to punish the player for using their weapons efficiently. Oh, it says there at the bottom, heal yourself or teammates. It doesn't say by how much, of course. That would be asking way too much. Fucking hate that. How are you supposed to even react to that? Like, when do you get fucking chance to react to that? It's like literally the guy drops out of the ceiling, boom, fucks you up. Like, that's really, really stupid. Like, if I were on, like, anything below 50 HP there, then I would have been dead. Because that fucker does so much damage. So through no fault of my own, no skill, like you can be the most skillful player on the planet and you would have still gotten hit there. Through no fault of your own. These things are also way too easy to miss. course, those fuckers just spawned out of nowhere. I hate games where enemies just spawn out of nowhere. Because that means that areas that you already have cleared will not matter because they will spawn from there in anyway. That's fucking bullshit. I killed that bastard. Once again, the devs are now laughing. They're like, ha 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 ha. So fucking funny. I think we've been everywhere else. Yes. Does the game have a map? No. Doesn't look like the game has a map. Once again, another copy strike probably. That's a friendly, I think. See, now I'm gonna get punished for not using these. Because they're gonna jump on enemies. Look at that shit. It's absolute bullshit that they can jump on enemies. Like seriously, who thought that would be a good idea? Let's punish the player for playing efficiently. That's so fucking funny. It also doesn't say what the pet is. Like when you do this, when you scan the pet, or when you want to select the pet to absorb, it doesn't even give you any information what that pet does. That's also really, really fucking stupid. Why did I just get one biotic component? Need a key. That's the first one that I found that needs a key. Fuck off with your non-jump scares. Seriously, these developers are obsessed with getting you hit by pussy ass shit. I believe that is the technical term, by the way. Pussy ass shit. Like old games, first-person shooter games, used to do that. Used to try to get the player hit with gay shit. Like gay mechanics, exploders behind doors, like Dying Light does that. Dying Light is one of the games that does that, where they place a boomer behind a door and then they think it's so fucking funny. You have no way of avoiding it or knowing that it's there, and then boom, you die. Pet recovers player's health. That's pretty good. Pet recovers ammo, that's okay. Increase sidearm damage. Let's do the ammo, I guess. These components are way too hard to see. They're not really easy to see. Okay, so here's another transitional section, which means that all of the shit that we have here is going to get lost. So let's see. Do that. Oh, you actually get components from it then. Okay. I don't know why you get components, and the game didn't tell me that you will get components. So I guess you just have to figure that out on your own, that you will get components from absorbing these. Even though I don't think I got components previously, but anyway. I'm getting components now, so we will absorb all of these. Can't just leave components all over the floor. My OCD will not allow me to be inefficient. Our health is full, we just need full bullets and then get pretty happy. There we go, full bullets. I don't think we left anything here. Yes, there we go. Another 2 mechanical. I think we left some more back here as well. This place actually had a couple of pets. You can also hear them if you listen carefully. Once again, it would have been nicer if there was a map, you know, a map that at least could display them where they are. But I guess that's asking too much. Don't think there were any here, but let's just make 100% sure. Anything? Doesn't look like it. I don't see anything really. Yeah, the range on this thing also isn't super impressive. Like you really need to be pretty close to the enemy in order to send the thing to send your pet. I don't know what the point of this place here is. Oh, so it was a force field. Now the force field is down, but why was there even a force field here? Makes no sense. It still has power. Can we turn the power off? I don't know if there's another power. There's a power switch over there. But a lot of this place still has power. This is glass. It's not a force field, so we can't get through there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Okay. Really stupid that they can't just have one big level. Like, is the game really so demanding that you can't have like one big level? Why do you have to have these checkpoints? Because during this checkpoint, the previous level is unloaded, which I just don't think is necessary unless the game engine is really shitty. Watch this shit over here. Holy shit, why so little damage? Fucking bullshit. What the fuck? I hate the fact that they just come from any fucking direction. There's no rhyme or reason to where an enemy will spawn. Oh, you're still alive. Why did it do 500 damage there? But previously it did like 20 damage? Like, what the fuck? Like, how is damage calculated in this game? That's the second time now where I've seen that it does a crap load of damage, and then at another time it does no damage. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, what's the point of upgrading your pet damage if you're still just gonna do 20 damage sometimes? That makes pet damage really fucking terrible, because your gun will always do the same amount of damage. But the pet damage, for some reason, sometimes does fuck all. Okay, so is that it? There was literally like 1 or 2 small guys and then and 2 big guys on this level. Okay, where's that other one? I want to absorb it. I'm hearing it. I think there was another one. I'm hearing it, but I'm not seeing it. This place is totally useless. Nothing there, only ammo. Oh, and the game has full damage. That's fantastic. I only got 1 bio component there instead of 2 mechanical. I wonder what determines what you get, you know? Sometimes you get one thing, other times you get another thing. Ouchies. Okay, that's fucking smart of me. Walk right through the flame stuff right after I healed myself. The stamina system is so useless, like, honestly. They could have easily done away with the stamina system. Like, Doom doesn't have a stamina system. Yeah, really underwhelming level. What's this flashing effect?
Off to a promising start. We've got a lead to work with. The buyer's identity for the sanctuary location is still under wraps, but we've traced them back to the Icarus. The trouble is that the Icarus was last seen in a different sector. To progress, you must unlock the ship's jump drive. We can now jump to a different sector of the galaxy.
Let's see what upgrades we can get. Okay, nothing. Okay, didn't I unlock some upgrades? I remember there was something like a pet upgrade, something.
We can now jump to a different sector of the galaxy.
Okay, so what... I did pick up like upgrades or something, I remember. Why can't I... Fucking hell. Like, what... We picked up like 2... I remember there was a fire... something. What's this?
We can now jump to a different sector of the galaxy.
Okay. There was like a fire... something, and then there was a pet damage increase that we got, but like I can't do anything. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I can't even see what I have, what I picked up, like the game...
We can now jump to a different
Yes,
sector
shut
of
the
galaxy.
fuck up. The game doesn't tell you what you picked up or nothing like that. Like you literally cannot see what upgrades you have, what your inventory is, any of your items. Like, seriously, the game doesn't have any ability to show you what you have or what you've picked up.
We can now jump to a different sector of
Yes,
the galaxy.
I'm gonna fucking jump to a different sector of a game if you don't shut the fuck up. So yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't need to play anymore. I've pretty much made my mind up in the first 20 minutes with this fucking game. The game doesn't have a tutorial. The game doesn't do a good job of explaining a lot of stuff. Like, they don't tell you about flashlight, for instance. There's many other things that they also don't tell you about, but flashlight is one of them. Crouching is another one. Even though they do show you that one section where you have to crouch past, but like, what's the use of crouching? They don't actually tell you what the use of crouching is. I don't know if you can make like a sneak attack or something like that. You do have a melee weapon apparently, like this, but at no point do they give you a tutorial for melee attacks. They don't tell you to melee attack anything. So that's just another part of the tutorial being fucking terrible. I don't like the range of the this ability. I don't like the fact that you can only have one pet at a time on your shoulder. I don't like the fact that the pet attacks are not rechargeable. They don't recharge by themselves. I hate the fact that enemies can pick up pets, because that means if you're really efficient with the pets like I am, then it is a huge disadvantage, because the enemies can pick up your pets, and the big guys, those big guys, they can pick up two pets simultaneously. So they can pick up like the plasma ball pet, which shoots the plasma balls, and a healing pet as well. So they can heal themselves, and they can fucking shoot plasma balls at you. It's just really, really fucking stupid. I don't know what fucking game would allow the enemies to pick up power-ups. Like, I honestly cannot think of a single game that I've ever played where the enemy is allowed to pick up your power-ups. Like, plenty of games have power-ups, but I've never seen a game where the enemy is allowed to pick up the power-ups. That's really not good, especially in a game like this where health is a resource. This is very much not an arcade shooter like Doom is, for instance. Doom is very much an arcade shooter. This game is much more of a slower type shooter, where health is very much a resource, ammo is a resource. I ran out of ammo for this gun, and then my other ammo for my other gun went down to like a single magazine at one point. So if you just go about shooting willy-nilly, then you will definitely run out of ammo, which I guess is part of the point why you should use this this attack thing. Even though it's a little bit of a gimmick, you know, all that this pet can do is just attack the enemy and inflict damage. It's not like it can do anything else, you know. If you could maybe control the pet, like send it around or something like that, I don't know. Just something more than jumping on an enemy and attacking the enemy. Another issue is the fact that the game seemingly has a glitch where sometimes this attack does 20 damage and other times it does 500 damage. There is seemingly no rhyme or reason to why that happens. It has happened at least twice from what I've seen. And I've only used this ability on enemies maybe 15 times, so that's like a 15% glitch rate, which is definitely not good. It definitely makes it so that any pet upgrades, damage to the pet that you do, is significantly worse due to the glitch that sometimes your pet simply chooses to do no damage, basically, which is really fucking stupid. The shocking lack of information that the game provides to the player is really bad. You cannot see what your upgrades do. So when you select the upgrade, when you choose one of the 3 upgrades, you cannot see what any of them does. Like the critical strike chance, it could be 2% critical strike chance, and the weapon damage could be 7,000% weapon damage. You just won't know until you choose all of the upgrades and then press tab and look at the top left of your screen. That's the only way to see what an upgrade does. Otherwise than that, they don't provide you with any of the information. Like the one upgrade says that it will provide ammo, but it doesn't say how much ammo when you use your pet. The other one says that it will heal you when you use your pet, but it doesn't tell you how much it will heal you. So there is really a gigantic lack of information being provided to the player. There's also, like I said, no way to see any of the items that you currently have. So I know that I have a fire upgrade right now and a pet damage upgrade, but I can't see it. Like it's not visible anywhere. There is no place at all in the entire game, not even on these ones, not on this one, not on this one. There is nowhere where you can see your items that you have or any of the upgrades that you have picked up. And I can't even use the upgrades. I literally picked up 2 upgrades and there's no place for me to activate or equip the upgrades whatsoever, which is really, really shitty. I don't know what I can do with my components. I got a bunch of bio components, mechanical components. I have no fucking idea what to do with them because you can't do anything here. This only allows you to equip mods, which apparently I have no mods. You can't upgrade your guns, so you can't upgrade your magazine size or your reload speed or anything else. So really it seems that the only lasting progression that the game has at all is the mod system for your guns. That's literally the only thing, and it seems that you can only mod your assault rifle. You can't mod anything else. You can only mod your assault rifle. So as far as game progression goes and character progression, it's fucking terrible. Really, really terrible. Even worse than a game like Doom. And Doom really has only got the little bit of weapon customization that you can do. Like you can do like an alternate fire type thing. This game doesn't even have alternate fire. And then you can upgrade your shield, your health, and as far as I can remember, your ammo capacity, I think, in Doom. I don't know. I haven't played Doom in a very long time, but I'm just using Doom as an idea of a game that has very, very little lasting progression. But this fucking game has even less lasting progression than that. So, in my opinion, like, what's the point of the game then? If the game has no lasting progression, what's the point of the game? The only thing that would make you want to play the game other than lasting progression is the story. And this game has no story. Like, the story is fucking terrible. So why would you want to play the game? The story is fucking abysmal, and the character progression and just overall upgrade progression is seemingly non-existent, because I'm 1.5 hours into the game and I haven't unlocked a single upgrade yet. So yeah, needless to say, not a fun game in the slightest. They do really stupid shit like dropping an enemy right on top of you, and then they think that's fucking funny, like just getting a free hit on you. Like, how is that funny? How is that funny? Really, please tell me, developers, how is it funny to drop an enemy directly on top of the player from a vent in the roof, and then have the enemy get a free hit on the player that is completely unavoidable? How is that humorous? Please just explain to me. Anyway, needless to say, $25, no fucking way. You could maybe, if you are in the mood for just a complete completely mindless, storyless arcade type shooter, you could buy the game for $5 if that ever comes up. I wouldn't pay more than $10 for this game ever. I looked at the SteamDB page. This game has never been cheaper than, I think, $16. So good luck finding it for $5. It's just really not worth more than $10 in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna uninstall the game after that. After this is just not a fun game. There's too many games like this that are just way better. I mean, you can look at Tiny Tina, you can look at even something like Borderlands 2 maybe. Any of those games will give you the same experience, but just so much more choice, so much more character progression, a much better story. Yeah, this game just cannot compete on any of those aspects, and it has no right to ask $25 for the privilege. It also has a really terrible performance with the fact that it sometimes randomly shoots up to 100% GPU usage on a 3080 RTX. So even a 3080 RTX, it maxes to 100% GPU usage, which seemingly would mean that you would need like a 4080 or a 4090 Ti just in order to run this game without having it hit 100% GPU usage every now and then. So yeah, there's definitely something going on in the back end of the game that I just don't know. But yeah, either way, it's not a game that is worth your time or your money. So yeah, that is my conclusion. This game I bought with the support of my Patreon supporters. The developer didn't send me a key for the game or anything like that. I bought this game with the money from my Patreon supporters. So if you want to see me and allow me to do more reviews on indie games like this, then your support on patreon.com/LFP is the way to enable me to do that and to do more reviews and more content for you guys. So yeah guys, that is pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.